Good evening guys, I hope you're all okay and welcome to another activity today on the theme of gratitude, because I think it's really important to remember the things that we are grateful for. And if you've watched my video from last week, you'll know that practicing gratitude actually has a lot of good benefits, including things like increased self-esteem, increased mood, you'll have better relationships with people, you'll have a better outlook on things. So practicing gratitude is actually a really good skill to have. So today's activity, as you'll have seen from the title, is we are making our own gratitude log. So this is a fancy word for like a diary, I guess, or a gratitude tracker, we could say. All you're going to need is a bit of paper, some pens, and that's it. Nice and easy one, just the way we like it. So yeah, let's get stuck in. I've already started because you don't want to sit here watching me draw lines on a bit of paper. But all I've done is I've made a little circle in the middle of my paper and drawn lines coming from it. So I'll explain a bit more in a minute. You could do this on just a plain bit of paper, if you've got a diary, or if you keep a bullet journal, then you can do it in that. But today I'm just doing it on a plain bit of paper, and sort of how big and how many segments you share this into is sort of up to you. But my plan with this is that it's got enough gaps that I can fill in one thing I'm grateful for each day of the month. So I'll keep this for a month, so thinking of next month, thinking of October, and then every day I can write on one thing that I'm grateful for. Like I say, a lot of people do things like this sort of as a page in their diaries or in their bullet journals, and if you have a look on Pinterest, there's loads of different variations of things, and even sort of versions of this that you can print out and just fill in if you don't feel able to do this. You can get sort of free versions online that you can just print out. But I thought today we'd have a go at making our own, because that could be quite therapeutic in itself, sitting and drawing and things. So yeah, like I said, so all I've done is I've drawn a circle. I went around a mug to make a circle, and then with the ruler I've just divided the page from the circle into, I've tried to do 31 segments, but I might have lost count, but that's what I've tried to do. So it's a nice and easy one. It's not a lot for me to show you really, but I suppose we'll make it look a bit more jazzy so you can see what you're aiming for. So I want to make mine look like the sun, because with the circle in the middle and the rays coming out of it, it looks a bit like a sun, doesn't it? So that's what we're going for. So yeah, so I've put this circle in the middle, and then sort of within that circle you could just write the month if you wanted to, or you could write this month I am grateful for ... and then in each ray the idea is that you write down something you feel grateful for. So I've done it in pencil to begin with, because I made an attempt at doing it in pen. It's just been a bit cocky really, starting in pen, and it just all went wrong. So I would recommend starting it off in pencil, and then if you make any mistakes you can sort of get rid of them, can't you? But yeah, I'm going to make this look like the sun. And then the idea is that every day you can fill in one of the beams, one for each day of the month, and say something you're grateful for that day. Or if some of the beams are a bit bigger, you could fill in sort of a couple of things that you're grateful for. And you know, don't get disheartened if at the beginning you're missing a couple of days or forgetting to do it. It can take a while to you know, it takes a while to sort of form a new habit, doesn't it? So if you forget, that's fine. You can sort of try and jog your memory and think of things. You know, don't be too strict with yourself. Be kind with yourself when you're doing things like this. Or it's just going to make you not want to do it, isn't it, if you're sort of putting pressure on yourself to do it. So I've started colouring in my circle. It's looking sun-like. I'm going to go over some of these rays. Maybe something you could do is every day as you fill in a ray, that's when you decorate that ray maybe. Like I said, this is totally up to you how you do it. You could maybe just write it as a list on your phone, your little log, if this isn't your cup of tea. But I think it's nice to keep a little log of things that we're grateful for, because it's something then to look back on at the end of the month. You know, at the end of the month I'll have 31 things on this bit of paper that I feel grateful for. Even if some of those days repeat themselves, that's fine, because that's what you're grateful for. So the idea is that even if you've had a really rubbish day, you know, if you can find one thing to be thankful for that day, then sometimes just that can change and shift your outlook about that day. So this is starting to look loads better already, just from a bit of colour. Okay, let's get a yellow as well. Are you yellow? No, you're not. Where's my yellow? There it is. And I mean, if you don't want to do a month's log, then that's fine. Maybe you could just put apologies. I don't even know if you can hear that knocking, but I can. Like I said, you might not want to do a month's log. Maybe you could just do a week's one to start with and see how you get on with it. So just putting sort of 7 segments. And see how you get on. Let's see, what do we reckon? Does that look somewhat like a sun? Or maybe a sunflower it looks like, I don't know. That's what we're going with. As I always say in these videos, I am not the most creative and arty person, so I would love to see your versions, because I'm sure you can do loads better than me. Right, the only thing left to do now is to write in the middle of my circle. So I'm going to put October gratitude log. There we go. You could even maybe make a blank one, then laminate it, and then you can write on it in sort of a whiteboard pen then and reuse it every month. Or, you know, make a different one, make a new one every month so you can keep them. Maybe by the end of the year you'll have 12 to look back on. Wouldn't that be amazing? A whole year's worth of things that you're grateful for. But there we go. Nice easy one. I hope you've liked that one, hope you found it useful. Please do like and share this video if you have, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, bye!